Hey, I intend for this to be a short segment, but let me ask you this before I play this right here. Have you ever noticed that when state functionaries or fake stream CIA infiltrated Operation Mockingbird MK Ultra prostitutes refer to anybody who works for the government as an official or an authority, but then those same entities will refer to you as an American citizen or taxpayer? Do you think there's a plan there? Do you think there's a narrative being woven so that people can get into the mindset of, hey, if you need me, I'll be in the back seat. You authorities and officials, you guys stay in the front seat and keep on steering this paddy wagon off the cliff. See if I care. That's what's going on. This is a continual psychological operation wrought by the hands of government, who are constantly funded by the funny money coming out of the Federal Reserve and the Treasury, known as the petrodollar fiat currency Ponzi scheme system. And I'm thankful that there are people out there like Hackable Animal who get what's going on when we refer to somebody like Donald Trump or dark MAGA Elon Musk. Listen to this.
Hey folks, this is Dustin. I'm here in the shop working on this cool chair, but that's not why I'm here today. And no, the shop is not done yet. We had some issues with the windows that are getting resolved, but out of the hundreds of projects I've done since June, that's been the only problem. So we're good to go. Listen, I'm watching everything come out from Elon Musk, and don't be fooled into believing this guy's doing some Deloitte audit on government waste, fraud, and abuse. Everything that he is reporting on, from $50 million condoms to U.S. aid money being used to spread global propaganda, is all waste, fraud, and abuse. It was uncovered by people like Greta Van Susteren on Fox 15 years ago, Tucker Carlson, John Stossel. It's just a running list of nonsense.
Especially John Stossel. I mean, for the last, 30 years, maybe even 40 years, John Stossel has been exposing government waste, fraud, and abuse, and he's done an excellent job at it. Nobody seems to want to listen, but now all of a sudden it's some new thing because dark MAGA Musk is tackling the issue.
Rand Paul used to talk about it. It's a known thing. And maybe you're new to politics, maybe your memory has been destroyed and you only go back 24 hours like a fruit fly, but that is the truth. What's more than likely going on, based on my sources and following the tech, is that Musk is running around with this Palantir supplied geek squad, and they're injecting Palantir AI systems into all of the government systems. And this is the beginning of creating the TechNade's Dewey Decimal System to create what's called the energy certificate, or as we will know it, central bank digital currency.
Now, let me ask you, how could this not be happening? What is the interest, the special interest that somebody like Peter Thiel from Palantir has in promoting somebody like J.D. Vance or giving to a campaign like Donald Trump? Why would Elon Musk spend $200 and something million, almost $300 million, to promote and support Donald Trump so that he can have a position or a seat at the table with the Doge Department of Government Efficiency operation that he's got going on here? And yeah, there is tons of waste, but why not spend your time putting the axe to the root of the tree instead of tripping over dollars to collect dimes? You could literally go after trillions of dollars of waste by starting with the Department of Defense, the Pentagon, investigating what Donald Rumsfeld said about a disappearance of 2.3, not billion, but trillion dollars. Have you yet wrapped your mind around how big $1 trillion is? Let me just take a second right now to remind you, if you earned $1 for every second you're alive, that's $86,400 every day, because there's 86,400 seconds in a day. That's about $31.5 million a year. How long would you have to live to collect your first $1 trillion? 31,709 years. And yet Donald Rumsfeld, a day before 9/11, declares that, hey, we can't track $2.3 trillion that has gone missing in the Pentagon black hole. We kind of got goofed up in our anchor chain, he says. So why don't you go after that first? Why are you going after hundreds of millions, tens of billions of dollars, when you can go after tens of trillions of dollars by, number one, put the axe to the root of the Federal Reserve central banking cartel tree? Find out what's going on with the Treasury. Find out where that $9 trillion went that Grayson discovered back, 15 years ago? You get with Ron Paul and ask him how many trillions he thinks is missing from the balance sheet of the Federal Reserve. And then you're going to find out, if we tackle this, if we put the axe to the root of this tree, everything else will kind of fall into place, and they won't be able to fund $50 million for contraception, which is really 60.1 or $60.8 million for contraception and condoms in other parts of the country. Hey, providing water to starving people and food to hungry people in foreign lands, that's a good thing. The only problem is we can't afford it. And we have 770,000 Americans who are on the streets every night because they're homeless. But somehow we've got enough money to scrape together to give to Ukraine. Not to mention all the crap and all the hardware and the military items that we give to Israel, plus the $3.8 or $3.9 billion a year to them. And before Biden left office, how much did he, $12, $15 billion to beef up the Israeli Defense Forces? What the heck is going on in America? You know there's waste. You know there's fraud. You know there's abuse. You know you don't need Doge to uncover it. It's been uncovered long ago. And by the way, why isn't Doge going after the kingpins? Oh, give it time, Brian. Ain't going to happen. They're not going to get rid of the Federal Reserve. They're not going to get rid of the Treasury. And if they do, they're going to replace it with AI? Oh, we need government to be more efficient. We need government to be smarter. Well, guess what? A more efficient, smarter government will more efficiently, more intelligently go after you and me.
So that's actually what's going on. Don't be fooled by his little kid climbing up on his shoulders while he walks in with his giant, oversized Darth Vader, dark Gothic MAGA hat and his street magician trench coat. It's an act, folks. They are building the technique. This is happening. It's happening. There's nothing you can do to stop it at this point, or I can do to stop it. Just know that it's coming and start to prepare for it. Because this is it. You see it in action. It's not about $50 million in condoms. It's not about any of that. And when you see them starting to go after politicians on their $170,000 income and $250 million in net worth, that's all been out there too. It's public knowledge. This is the beginning of the politicians being on the chopping block. As I said, everyone under the technate is expendable. And you're going to see them go down just like everyone in Hollywood. The systems will crash.
Yes, they will. And let me just tell you this, as far as PR stunts, public relations, and propaganda, this right here is very powerful. When you've got Elon Musk, going everywhere with this kid, which, you got to admit, if you got a heart, this is cute. Look at this. He's taking this kid to work. He loves this kid. But guess what? This is disarming. Can we now trust Elon Musk because he takes his kid to work? He's got him on his shoulders. Look what a loving father he is. Do you forget who he is? Do you forget what he wants? He is ushering in the age of AI. He wants UBI, Universal Basic Income, and carbon taxes on everybody. Plus, he was a World Economic Forum young global leader and recently spoke at the Atlantic Council. Leave your thoughts about this for the world and the global thought, please, in the comment section below. If you think I'm being too harsh, if you think I'm being too one-sided, I want to hear what you have to say. Leave your comment. The engagement really helps promote this channel. If you believe that what I said is truth, because truth fears no scrutiny, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification icon, give it a thumbs up, share it with everybody you know, and I will see you in the next video.